Olanna had always been different. She was beautiful, her skin was smooth and dark like melted chocolate, her eyes bright like stars in the night sky. But she was big. Not just chubby, fat. And because of this, people never let her be. From childhood, the teasing never stopped. Kids in her village laughed at her when she ran, when she ate, when she simply existed. She thought things would change when she got into Greenfield University. Maybe, just maybe, people would be more mature. She was wrong. From the first day, the whisper started. Look at her size. How does she even fit into a chair? So pretty, but wasted on that body. It was always like this. Olanna pretended not to hear, but at night, when she was alone in her small hostel room, she cried. She cried until her pillow was wet, asking herself why she had to be this way. She kept to herself, focusing on her books. Stories were her escape. In books, no one judged you for how you looked. In books, even girls like her could be the hero. Then, one afternoon, everything changed. It was in literature class. The professor asked a question about African folktales, but no one answered. Olanna knew the answer: she loved folktales. So, she spoke. She told a story about the moonflower, a special flower that only bloomed at night when no one was watching. Its scent was so sweet that even the stars leaned closer to smell it. When she finished, the class was quiet. Then, a voice spoke. That was beautiful. She turned. It was him. Chijioke. The most popular guy in school. Rich, good-looking, confident, the kind of guy every girl wanted. The kind of guy who had no reason to talk to someone like her. You think so? She asked. I know so, he said, smiling. From that day, he started talking to her. At first, it was about books, then about life, then about everything. He walked with her after class, sat with her in the library, even waited for her outside the cafeteria. People noticed. Why is he with her? He could have any girl, why her? Girls who once threw themselves at Chijioke started hating Olanna. They rolled their eyes when she passed, whispered behind her back, sent her nasty messages. But she didn't care. For the first time, she felt seen. Not for her weight, not for the body people mocked, but for who she was. Then came literary night. She was invited to tell a story. The hall was packed, students everywhere. Olanna was scared. What if they laughed? What if they booed her off the stage? But then she saw him. Chijioke sat in the front row, his eyes locked on hers, steady and sure. She took a deep breath and spoke. She told them about the moonflower, how it bloomed in the dark, away from prying eyes, yet its beauty was undeniable. When she finished, silence. Then one clap. Then another. Then, the whole hall erupted in applause. Later that day, Olanna was invited to the stage to come and collect an award of excellence as she aced the literary contest. She walked to the stage with tears that filled her eyes as she collects the award from the event host. And for the first time in her life, Olanna believed it. Later in the night, Olanna walked around the campus looking up to the sky while feeling so proud of herself. Chijioke walked up to her and they both walked together. He held her hand and smiled. I told you, he said. You are beautiful. From that day, things changed. People no longer laughed at her. Instead, they listened when she spoke. They wanted to be her friend. The same girls who once mocked her now envied her. But none of it mattered. Because Olanna had finally seen her own worth. And nothing, not cruel words, not jealous whispers, could take that away from her.